Success does not come by accident. It is the result of deliberate actions, sustained thought, and unwavering belief. And if you wish to become someone greater than you are today, then you must begin now, this very moment, to act like the person you intend to become. You see, the mind is a powerful instrument. It cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you act, think, and speak like the future version of yourself, your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. And once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it sets into motion the forces, seen and unseen, that begin to bring that idea to life. If you wish to be confident, then walk as though you already possess confidence. Speak with clarity. Carry yourself with dignity. Stand tall. Let your presence radiate belief, even when you are trembling inside. For the man who walks in fear strengthens fear, but the man who walks with purpose invites courage to grow within him. If you desire wealth, you must first master the habits of the wealthy. Be disciplined in how you use your time. Be intentional with your resources. Read. Study. Surround yourself with those who think big and act boldly. Begin to operate not as someone who is waiting for success, but as someone who is already aligned with it. You must become the kind of person that success is naturally drawn to. The law of attraction is not magic, it is cause and effect. When you plant thoughts of greatness in your mind and nourish them with action, you will reap the harvest of achievement. But most people do the opposite. They wait. They wait for clarity, for motivation, for permission. And in that waiting, they decay. They never realize that the gate to their future has no lock. It opens the moment they decide to walk through it. You must live today as the version of yourself you wish to become tomorrow. Not someday. Not when circumstances change. Now. Begin to think like that person, move like that person, make decisions that person would make, and with every step, the gap between who you are and who you desire to be will close. Do not be fooled by appearances. You may be broke now, but carry yourself with the responsibility and vision of someone who is building an empire. You may be shy now, but speak with the conviction of someone whose voice has power. You may be learning now, but behave like a student destined to lead. For you are not defined by your current conditions. You are defined by your consistent intentions. The world does not reward wishes. It rewards action. So act, speak, move, think, as if you are already the person you aspire to be. Because when you do, you'll find that the world begins to respond, not to who you were, but to who you've already decided to become. The subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful force, shaping our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our outcomes. It does not have the ability to differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. This means that when you begin to act, think, and speak like the person you want to become, your subconscious starts to accept this new identity as your reality. Once it accepts this as truth, it begins to influence your behavior and actions in alignment with that version of yourself. This is where transformation begins. For example, if you aspire to be a confident leader, you must first believe and act like one. Even if you feel unsure or insecure inside, the more you begin to carry yourself like a leader, standing tall, speaking with authority, making decisions with certainty, the more your mind begins to align with that identity. Over time, this inner belief will start to override any doubts or fears, and your actions will naturally reflect the confidence you are developing. This shift is not immediate. It's a gradual process that builds over time through repeated thoughts and actions. Your subconscious mind operates based on repetition. So when you repeatedly act like the person you want to become, the mind starts to accept these actions as part of your identity. It doesn't matter if you aren't yet where you want to be. The key is to immerse yourself in the behaviors, attitudes, and habits of the person you want to become. As you do, your subconscious will start working behind the scenes to support this new identity. The more you embody the traits of your future self, confidence, resilience, discipline, the more these traits will become ingrained in who you are. The powerful part of this is that you don't need to wait for external circumstances to change before you start acting differently. Your actions, thoughts, and mindset are what will shape your reality. The change doesn't happen overnight, but through consistent effort, the way you perceive yourself and how you behave will begin to shift. This inner transformation will manifest outwardly as your subconscious works to bring those aspirations to life. By acting like the person you want to become, you are essentially telling your mind, "This is who I am." And your mind will begin to align your actions with that truth. To achieve success, it's not enough to simply wish for a better future or hope that circumstances will change. You must actively develop the habits and mindset of the person you want to become. Success is not a result of luck. It is the direct result of daily actions and consistent behavior. If you want to be a confident person, you must start by acting with confidence now. You may not feel fully confident yet, but confidence is built through action, not by waiting for it to magically appear. When you begin adopting the habits and traits of your future self, you start to align yourself with the success you desire. For example, if your goal is to be wealthy, you need to take the same actions that wealthy people take, whether that means managing your money wisely, investing in your future, or constantly learning about financial growth. Wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about developing the habits, discipline, and mindset of someone who understands how to attract and maintain wealth. If you want to be a leader, start practicing leadership qualities. Take responsibility. Make decisions with confidence. Communicate clearly and inspire others, even in small ways. Leadership isn't an external title. It's an internal state of mind. The key is that your actions shape your identity. By consistently acting in ways that reflect the person you want to become, you begin to embody those characteristics. If you want to be fit, start moving like a fit person. Exercise regularly, eat nutritious foods, and make health a priority. Over time, those actions will transform you physically and mentally. You are not just wishing for a different version of yourself, you are actively creating it through your behavior. Remember, you don't need to be perfect from the start. The important thing is that you begin to practice the habits of the person you wish to become. The more you engage in these behaviors, the more they become part of who you are. And as you continue to embody those traits, success will start to manifest in your life because you will have laid the foundation for it with your consistent actions. When you act like the person you want to become, you shift your reality toward the future you desire. The law of attraction works on the principle of cause and effect. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions set into motion the forces that shape your reality. The idea is simple. When you align your thoughts and actions with the person you want to become, you begin to attract the success and opportunities that align with that vision. The universe, or the people and circumstances around you, will start to mirror what you are projecting. This is not a concept based on mere wishful thinking. It is grounded in the reality that your mindset and actions have a direct impact on the results you get. For example, if you carry the mindset of someone who is successful, your actions will follow suit. You will make decisions with more clarity and purpose, and you will start to see opportunities that align with your goals. On the other hand, if you continue to think and act like someone who is stuck or unsuccessful, you will attract more of the same. People will notice the energy you give off, and they will respond accordingly. If you approach life with confidence and intention, you will begin to draw people and situations into your life that match that energy. Success will no longer feel like something you're chasing. It will feel like something that is naturally attracted to you. The key to the law of attraction is that it requires consistent effort and belief. It is not enough to simply wish for things to change. You must first change your mindset and then take action in alignment with that mindset. You must act as if the success you seek is already on its way. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, for example, you must begin to think and act like an entrepreneur before you see the fruits of that labor. You must take calculated risks, learn from failures, and continue to push forward with unwavering belief in your goals. By consistently acting as the person you wish to become, you will begin to attract the people, resources, and opportunities that will help you fulfill that vision. The law of attraction is not about passivity. It's about taking deliberate, aligned action. When you change your energy, you change your reality. And as you continue to act and think like the person you want to be, the universe or life itself will begin to respond, offering you everything you need to bring your vision to fruition. To begin living as the person you want to become, you must stop waiting for the right time or for circumstances to change. The time is now. The key to transformation lies in living as though your desired future self already exists within you. It's easy to think that you need to wait for the perfect moment, for more resources, or for an external event to trigger change. However, the truth is that change begins within you. You must start acting, thinking, and making decisions today as though you are already that person. By living as your future self, you are essentially creating the life you desire. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is a reflection of your future. If you want to be a confident leader, you must make decisions with the same confidence today, even if you don't feel fully ready. If you want to live a healthy life, you must make choices that align with that lifestyle, regardless of where you are currently. When you consistently make choices in line with your goals, you begin to reinforce that identity in your everyday life. This shift isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. You are aligning your thoughts, actions, and decisions with the version of yourself you want to become. By doing so, you are building momentum. You are conditioning yourself to behave, think, and act in a way that reflects the person you want to be. This alignment doesn't happen overnight, but over time you will notice how your behavior, attitude, and opportunities start to shift in the direction of your future self. Living as your future self also requires confidence in the process. It may feel uncomfortable at first as you step into a role that feels unfamiliar, but remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. The more you push yourself to act in ways that align with the person you are becoming, the more confident you will become in that new identity. In conclusion, the person you want to become is not a distant dream, it's already within you, waiting to be realized. The key is to start living as though you've already arrived at that destination. By acting, thinking, and making decisions like the person you aspire to be, you begin to close the gap between who you are and who you want to become. Success is not a waiting game, it's about taking action in the present and aligning yourself with your future vision. The moment you decide to embody the traits, habits, and mindset of your future self, you begin to attract the opportunities and circumstances that align with that vision. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency, belief, and the courage to act now. The world doesn't wait for you to change. It responds to the energy you put out. So start today. Act as if you are already the person you dream to be, and you'll soon see that the life you desire will begin to unfold before you.